just can't stop thinking about that place. It was filled with the spirits of the dead, a vast number, beyond counting. And the man who attacked us without any explanation. I don't have any idea who he is. Do you?
Gonna have to figure it out. Let's go see what they talking about in the next room.
Come on. Gently.
You're okay. Come on. Careful, careful,
Come on.
careful.
Come down.
You got it?
Come on.
Thanks.
This is what happens when she has nightmares, it seems.
There are those who connect with the beach during REM sleep, allowing a tremendous amount of chiralium to flow into their bodies.
Hey, is your wrist gonna be okay?
Yeah. We ran some blood and DNA tests on her. And checked her for signs of injury.
As far as we can tell from a medical perspective, her health is in perfect condition. But that doesn't make the chrysaloid shell in which we found her any less troubling. Not to mention the tar-like fluid that came pouring out of it. We're still analyzing both. And there's more.
You mean those suckers?
Indeed. But that's not what I'd call them. Much closer to a chiral rash, I would say. You know how chiral allergies can sometimes trigger goosebumps? It's like that, except a fair bit worse. The tar-like secretions can accelerate the passage of time on contact, it seems.
We suspect she has dooms too.
And that when she's levitating, she's experiencing the nightmares common amongst sufferers.
That space or realm she left behind to come here. The fellow we saw called it Nirvana, I believe. But to me, it looked like the land of the dead.
Even so, she's a living human being. And I believe that she was born in that place. After things settled down, I spoke with her for a little. Or tried to. She was still in shock, which made it harder to communicate.
Did she tell you her name?
Doesn't seem like she has one. As far as I could tell. So, I named her myself. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, huh?
Sam, it's Charlie. We've recently received a report of brigands engaging in suspicious activity to the west. I'm sure you'd like to push on, but I don't think we can afford to ignore this. Please access the DHB Magellan's delivery terminal to undertake this main order.
Oh boy. I really miss the taste of food. Tomorrow, a mysterious young woman from the world of the dead. I hope she makes a swift recovery.
She named it Tomorrow. Alright, man, we gonna see. But that is kind of ill to see a human born inside of the dead realm. I could see how that happens, especially, you know, like when it comes to Death Stranding, it got to do with a lot of stillborn action and everything like that. With like, you know, that's what kind of what Sam is. You know, Sam was on his way to be born, and his mother's brain dead and everything. And when they shot her or whatever, he was also killed, and he was brought to the beach. You know, I'm talking a lot, but yeah, pretty much, you know, he was brought back, and that's why every time he gets killed, he comes back. See what the mission is, man.
Before I forget, Sam, it seems you left some cargo behind outside the Northern Environmental Observatory, where the tar bubbled up before we were whisked away to the other side. You remember all that excitement, yes? Anyway, Tarman was kind enough to collect your cargo for us. It's been placed in your private locker aboard the DHV Magellan.
Alright.
Sam, we've received an urgent request from the Northern Environmental Observatory. Brigands to the west of the facility have got their hands on a large stockpile of weapons and have taken it back to their base. This happened shortly after the recent tarfall abated. The surrounding area was littered with a massive quantity of cargo that had been washed up by the tar. The Brigands wasted no time gathering up everything they could and hauling it back to their encampment. This included weapons and gear unlike any we've seen before. And now we've begun observing new Brigand units in the field. These ones are wearing red, reinforced armor, accented with luminescent light strips. As their unique appearance suggests, they're more resistant to damage. Melee and electrical attacks are especially ineffective against them. These units have clearly been outfitted for close quarters combat, and their sudden deployment is troubling to say the least. Their presence likely indicates that the Brigands are gearing up for a raid of some sort. And if we ignore this development, the Brigands could use their new toys to attack the observatory, and there's no telling what might happen then. So we need to seize all of them before they have a chance to do so. Moreover, the latest data from the observatory strongly suggests an explosion of some sort occurred just beneath the Earth's surface not long ago. APAS analyzed the shockwave and has concluded that it is consistent with the type produced by ground-penetrating ordnance. This leads us to believe that the cargo the Brigands secured may have included powerful explosive material. Directly assaulting the Brigands using firearms risks triggering these devices, and we cannot predict how that would affect the region. Any sort of catastrophic explosion may also have an adverse impact on the tar currents. It is therefore critical that you avoid combat and secure the cargo without alerting them if possible. I implore you to take on this main order, Sam. And soon.
Yo, he must think this is Solid Snake. He must think this is Riding or Big Boss. Staff at the Northern Environmental Observatory have seen Brigands carrying weapons into their base to the west. The cache is said to include dangerous explosives. Retrieve all of the weapon sets and borrowing bombs from the Brigands to keep the Northern Environmental Observatory safe. Alright, let's see. Oh, this is this area. I kind of know this area, but they saying that they're tougher. We got the thing, so said they're tougher. I gotta I'm getting explosives, so he said I gotta be careful with engaging in any combat. Alright. Try to play it smart. Where can I go? If I'm right here, this is a retrieve joint, right? Recover, yeah. I'll probably I wish I could zoom in a bit more. Look how there's a rope right there. Try to invade. Oh look, I'm screwing it up. Try to go that way. This is a building. I'm gonna try to go in. I gotta watch out because they be having snipers on the roof. I don't think I wanna shoot though. But yeah, that's gonna be the thing. I gotta get bombs. Here's what I do. My grenade pouch. Private locker. I don't really think I need any of that, and I don't want to be stuck with any kind of items that I don't need on me. This. He's saying I can't get in the car, but he's also saying, that. We'll get that in a minute. Who makes these? I'm gonna have to level them up because I know they got one with a silencer. I gotta use these. BT, let's see, stealth. Nope, I ain't want to do all that. What's this? There was something I wanted to get. We'll decide later. This is what I wanted to do. And we leaving. Why am I in here? We outside with it. Whoa, whoa. OD in the building. We on the mission. I wonder if he's feeling alright. He looking like he tired.
Somebody lend me a hand!
I would put the marker right on top of a stone. Oh, there we go, right there. I'm gonna stop that joint right here. What do I gotta get? I gotta see. I know they're
Gotta load
bombs.
cargo onto the shelf. in the
How
back.
heavy are they? I'm not trying to drive this thing up in here. Metal Gear Solid life. Looking like nobody in there, but I just seen somebody. I remember this truck. Oh, look.
All right, I'm coming in. Ouch.
I should have got one of those, I forgot what they call that gun.
This must be your territory.
Uh-oh. I already get spotted. Oh, I see somebody right there. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting kind of tense. He said I can't get caught. Or don't try to get in any combat because, you know, it's the bombs we're dealing with. What is he looking at? Nothing. See, Metal Gear, I place him somewhere. Can I place him somewhere? Sandporter Bridges, you can't carry this guy? Northern Environmental Observatory weapon set 2 of 3. Where's the first one? It's 2 people. Oh. Where's the... They're probably gonna walk around this way. I gotta watch out. Is that people sleep? There's somebody over there. We got him. Yo, you imagine he just perfect the combat like MGS5 was on this
Let's catch up.
perfect game.
I'm home.
MGS5 got some of the best combat. Oh yeah, this game is lit. Shouts Coco Bunny in the building. This game is lit. Story is pretty wild. It's hard to understand. But you know, I had to watch a whole bunch of lures and everything from the first one. There was nobody over there. So if I get caught, they probably gonna wake up. They slump. I don't think I could knock them out any further. Is that what? Oh, I didn't even see that. I gotta watch my head. Hazardous will explode if it takes significant amount of damage in a single blow. It'll also explode if the cumulative amount of damage taken reaches a certain point. Be sure to handle with care and try to ensure a smooth journey when transporting such cargo in a vehicle. Alright. This is fragile. I gotta watch my head. I didn't even see homie right there. see nobody. So I can't get in no shootouts. Get my backpack a little more decent. What's this? Borrowing bomb, weapon set, cargo containing guns, ammunition, and other equipment. It seems to have been stranded on the tar to the north of the Northern Environmental Observatory. Some of the contents been disassembled for ease of transit. These are explosives found stranded on the tar. So these boys, you know, they're trying to come through. You see, this game makes you read everything to like see exactly what everything is. There be more to the mission than just delivering. These dudes, I gotta watch out. These dudes are driving.
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
My truck. Should be good to go. But I gotta be fragile with my movement and all that. I hope that don't mess with the bombs. Alright, let me not get all big-headed and get caught up. He puts it on an even crazier way. Uh-oh, he saw me. He saw me. I might have to drop these. They really turn into BTs? I gotta be careful, bro. I'm like, my heart beating. I knew my shit. I can't be a fool. They coming. So he's gonna slide right to that rock. He's tired. He almost fell in the water. Come on, get up. God damn. They still walking over here. Yeah, he's still coming over here. I gotta go. They close. Look, he's still coming through. Them bombs ain't work. Get this off of me real quick. Two of them. I got something for them. They walking this far for me. I gotta hit them. Let me see. They still walking over here. Oh, they are tougher. Ouch. Shot me in my leg. Still coming over here. I hit his mans up.
Must have been further now.
Everything is good.
Whoa, did you really go out and steal all that stuff from the Brigands? Way to go, Sam. Let me get started on processing your haul. I can't find a single scratch on any of this stuff. You truly are one of a kind. You have accomplished so much, done things only you could have done. We want you to have this data as thanks.
That's what's up. The guideposts, structures that automatically illuminate at night, allowing them to be used as landmarks. Several guideposts can be deployed to mark out a route through the landscape. Walk a path often enough, and you won't need directions. Indeed. Oh, and the 80-meter bridges. I gotta start making bridges.
We've increased your allocation of materials. Our way of saying thanks.
Indeed, I'm gonna use that all on the bridge.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
The guidepost data we just shared with you is great for making landmarks to prevent people from getting lost, even at night. And when you do place them, you'll find they're useful not only for getting your bearings, but also for creating routes that will facilitate travel for everyone. Aside from that, we've also made it so you can now use your PCC to fabricate bridges up to 80 meters in length. The rivers ahead of you are prone to flooding, so I imagine extra long bridges will be especially handy. Oh, and Sam, there's actually one other thing I wanted to talk about. Call it a little insight into the cargo you recovered on our behalf. It included a device I believe you guys have taken to calling a chiral jammer. These jammers are capable of disrupting the flow of local tar currents. In addition, you also recovered some explosives modded to be able to penetrate the ground and detonate within the tar. This would destabilize the currents over a large area. Needless to say, Both these items could have been used to deliver an enormous blow to the chiral network. In other words, we've really dodged a bullet. But what I'd like to know is why this tech wound up in their hands in the first place. Can't chalk it up to pure chance. Honestly, it's almost like those brigands knew in advance that the tar was hiding cargo. We've got to consider the possibility that someone gave them a heads up. Food for thought on the road ahead.
Excellent work, Sam. You'll be happy to hear that tomorrow's regained consciousness. Once you're back on board the DHV Magellan, you should see for yourself.
Okay.
Stop it.
Someone doesn't like shoes? She won't even touch any normal food. But at least we managed to convince her to take a shower. No, 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 tomorrow. We don't do that.
Seems like a real handful.
She just needs some time to settle.
You must be tired, Sam. Get some rest.
Yeah, that girl was born inside of the dead realm. And I guess when I was in that realm, it somewhat freed her with whatever little shell she was in. They call it Nirvana or something like that. But pretty much now that she's free and everything, we gotta see what's good with the little tentacle little spots that she have on her. As a matter of fact, let's read upon it.
Sam, it's Charlie. Be advised that we have a new assignment waiting for you. I'll need to brief you on upcoming objectives as well. Access the delivery terminal at the Northern Environmental Observatory to take on this main order.
Check out the corpus real quick. What is her name? Tomorrow. There's a lot of people I gotta read on. This is a young woman who came to this world from a realm inhabited by the dead. Sam found Tomorrow encased in a CHRYSALIS, that's the name of the episode, rescued her and took her back to the DHB Magellan, where Tarman and Fragile cut open the CHRYSALIS to reveal the young woman covered in tar. Fragile decided to call her Tomorrow. Alright, so that's the new girl on board, I guess. And here go Rainey. This girl right here is also kind of strange. She's a Doom sufferer and drawbridge member who was recruited after her powers were recognized by Fragile. Rainey naturally triggers large timefall showers whenever she goes outside, but she has no control over this power and has come to hate it. For much of her life, she was ostracized. I don't even know what that word means, I'm not going to even lie. By those around her. Probably hated on, including her parents, and persecuted for her differences. At a loss for anywhere to go, she joined the UCA's Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative, a desperate move to gain some semblance of control over her life. Well, there was something more other than that. The chiral rash is what they call it. Doom sufferers are known to react to chiral density by involuntarily crying or developing goosebumps that may break out into a chiral rash. Such responses are known as chiral allergic reactions. Ordinarily, goosebumps are triggered in reaction to cold temperatures and psychological stress, such as fear or surprise. Allergic reactions, however, occur as a result of doomed sufferers' sensitivity to the world of the dead. Yeah, when that joint touched Fragile, her whole hand turned back old. Don't think we want that happening. Look how much I gotta learn about. It's crazy. Because there's always some updates about something. But yeah. Shorty got like some little whatchamacallits on her and all that.
Another order already? You're a very busy man, Sam.
Yeah, but we're gonna do that on the next episode. I'll be trying to keep track with what's going on. The Brigands is getting tougher. They're getting more equipment, more arsenal. They're thinking of plans. But regardless of the matter, we also getting our money. You already. Get ready for the next mission. That way, by the time we do the next episode, I don't gotta do all this. Well, pretty much what they're introducing is tougher enemies. They're keeping it light for now, but as we get further and all that other stuff, they're gonna get tougher and tougher. They're not gonna be playing around. When I shot towards that one Brigand member, I think I had to hit him twice with a grenade. But it's all good. I was able to infiltrate, get the mission done, and get a rank S. I guess I'm gonna have to continue to connect the chiral network. But we're gonna go even further north of Australia. Till then, you already know what it is. Get your money. Stay litty. At all times. All times. Shout outs Miguel Swag Arrow, Coco Bunny came through. Appreciate it. As for me, Mega 6-star out the gates.
That sure looked good, Sam. Tomorrow seemed to react negatively to overstimulation. This is likely just a defensive mechanism, so to speak. A way to safeguard her mind from the strange and unfamiliar. At times like these, it's best to limit the number of people attempting to help the distressed individual. So let's trust in Rainey and Fragile to take care of her.
Peace out, gang.